Hey, welcome back. Welcome. Let's get caught up on these episodes since LA is on fire again and there's so much going on. Let's just escape and have a good day. Sarah to Lana, and the subject is one more thing. As I was trying to tell you, the officer is something sadistic. She has to sit at home and wonder what she can do to torment us. Her most recent is she will call your name, tell you to pack up, which is stripping your bed and taking everything out of your drawer and putting in your mattress cover, thinking you may be going home as it's the only time you're told to pack it up. Then she has you sit at the front table of the dorm and empty all of your drawer contents and bedding on the table. Goes through it all, throwing some away, then leaves you there for 2 hours with everything you own just on the table in front of the dorm, on the floor. Yep, that's actually tame compared to other awful shenanigans and torture officers do. Jail, shaking my head, SMH, the things I will tell you. So, yes, she hung up our call, and we have to turn the tablets in at 9. So, I'm SOL. Out of luck. Tonight, for the phones or writing others than this. I'll call tomorrow, hopefully, after James. Pray I use this blessing right, please. So, love you. I'll let you know what the D's say too. Thank you for all you are to me, and your son, and husband, and James, and so many others. You are one of my greatest blessings, Lana. Always know that. Thank you, forever and ever and ever. Heart. Now, Sarah also needs to reach out to Jalen to let her know what's going on. She's not feeling too good today, and she needs to let everyone know. The subject is, it's time. I don't even know what to say. We're on lockdown, so I can't use the phone. I was in a meeting in Corp FanFat, and Benjamin came in drilling me about a grievance I never got. They were very direct in asking questions I refused to answer, which made them even angrier. They gave me a citizen's complaint form and told me to fill out. I have to cover my ASS with everything else I've been dealing with OCCD, being pro se, and the court, and the laptop, and me even fighting for paper and pen. You have no idea what I've been dealing with after I reamed OCCD in the courtroom on live TV for all the difficulties they are imposing, not giving me access to top internet, a normal working phone, privacy in the classroom for an hour to just review my discovery. I just got after almost 5 years again, fighting with them to even provide pen and paper. The timing is really bad for this as I am on their SHIT list, big time, with trying to represent myself and defend myself and save myself. This is even greater fuel to the OCCD fire you and I are trying to overcome. They are all over me. I still have that complaint form. What am I supposed to do with it? What is my complaint? I know there's so many, it needs 100 forms. You too. Then a Miss Wimberly called me from Inmate Affairs asking me about. I told her generalized as the officer was listening. Ugh, have to put tablet back. So basically, they are on top of Sarah because she's escalating calls. She has Lana on the outside. She has people calling, supervisors. So they are breathing down her throat. If she tries to make a complaint on the phone, they're standing right there. Like, she is uncomfortable. But Lana, this is all fun and games for Lana. She responds to the subject, one more thing, the sadistic officer, and she says, I hope you feel better. We gotta have you feeling great if my son and I are gonna meet you. Smile. Sarah is pleading from her terrible treatment, and Lana is like, cheer up, we're coming to see you. She's just happy to get out of the house. Now, Jalen responds to Sarah's message, subject, it's time. And she simply says, do I need to come back down there? Because she used to work at the prison, so she has been helping Sarah on the outside make complaints and escalate her grievances. Now, Sarah must be feeling a little better because she responds to Lana and she says, 1. You're such a beautiful person, Lana, inside and out. Your heart blinds me, it's so bright. Thank you for being my friend, heart. Thank you for helping me keep singing in jail. Soon enough, the gates will shake and I will exit soon. Thanks to you and my unbelievable blessing. It is a dream, Lana. Thank you for loving God so much. It makes me love you so much more on a whole other level. Thank you. I'm still waiting for James. It's almost 10:30 and we can't use the phone, so I can't call to check status. I'm just sitting here waiting for him. Is he coming today? He is coming, right? If you're able, can you please text and see where he is and what time he's coming? 3. Bridget Delin. Who is this, please? She put money on my account and bought me the coffee and soap package. I'd love to find out so I can send her a thank you card if you're able. So curious. Let me know if you can. 4. D's. Wow, Pete is so different than Julian. He wrote me back, but the same way I wrote him. Blunt and to the point. Thank you, Pete. I'm going to try and call him and will definitely write him back. He agrees this needs to get going and I should contact directly to save stress and added work. She was tired of texting. She wanted to make phone calls instead. He didn't mention you coming whenever they come down, and it won't be until everything is agreed upon and signed, so you might want to double check. I'll keep you posted. Sidebar, we know Sarah doesn't really want Lana to come down. It seems from her messages, she's trying to ice her out of the interaction, although Lana is excited to meet her. He said you mentioned I am an animal lover? Yes, thank you. And was telling me about his entire animal rescue farm called Blue Barn Rescue with every kind of animal. Did he tell you about it? Also, they have a duck that was attacked by a coyote and refused to die even after being mangled. They named her Sarah. 5. What time is my court tomorrow, please? They are unreal. You are unreal. My dream team is unreal. Faith to sight. Love you. Enjoy your day. So love you. And we'll check in later. Hug Austin and your hubby for me. They love you so much too. Peace, sister. Heart. And Sarah responds to Jalen in subject, it's time, in response to her asking does she need to come down to the prison. And she says, as soon as I have a minute, I will call you. Meeting with attorney today. I'll call, okay? Thank you for understanding. Bad timing. Love you. Lana to Sarah. Subject, one more thing. Hey, I sent a text to James and haven't heard back, so it's possible he is already on the way to you. As for the hearing, your case docket doesn't list a time, but I thought I heard 9 a.m. Either way, I'm guessing you're getting a kick at the 3 a.m. on your bunk. I don't envy you. I can't wait to see you in hearing with James. Hopefully, they will still unshackle you. Bridget Delin. Can you please clarify her city and state for me? Without that, the one most prominent is MD from New Jersey, but there could be many. I want to get the right one. She looks to be about our age and intelligent and cool. Peter, yes, I really, really like him. He is the one who rescues animals and really did well for the old guy on dialysis who was squatting in the warehouse he bought. Instead of kicking him out or calling the police, he let him live there and gave him a job loving the animals because he rescued and bought them there. Aww. They didn't tell me about the duck, but that is awesome. I'm telling you, the Delphines absolutely get it. I wouldn't waste 2 seconds with anyone I thought was going to disrespect you. That's why I was so happy you turned down Anna and Crime Watch. I felt they would have no problem ambushing you. Talk soon. May your day be awesome. And speaking of Crime Watch, Sarah gets a message from Kellyanne. Subject is watching. Hi, Sarah. I just wanted to check in with you and say hello. I just spoke to your new attorney, James Owen. He is super nice and seems to know what he is doing. He is a bit concerned the judge hasn't given him more time to review, but he's ready for the challenge. I just wanted to check in with you to see if you had any interest in writing out a statement for me now that you have an attorney. You can simply just respond to this message with any response, just letting me know. I am looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you are well and feeling better about the choice of attorney. Thank you, Sarah. Best, Kelly. Sarah to Lana regarding Kellyanne. She messaged me saying she spoke to James, who said he's concerned the judge hasn't given him more time but is ready for the challenge. Then she asked me to make a statement about having an attorney and how I feel about his work so far. Really? Talk about relentless. I am not responding. If you don't mind, can you please email James and tell him about how uncaring and sideways she has been with me and to not divulge too much or really speak with her/them. I hate the fact that he even said what he did, but I know he knows what he's doing. Just warn him, please, and make him aware what he says will probably be published and taken out of context, which was our concern. Did he even ask about that? Where does she publish anyway? I hope you are feeling good, Lana, and relaxing. I worked my butt off today looking up things for James I know he doesn't have time to do and mentioned to him a few times before in yet another law book someone bought for me. They really wanted me to succeed as pro se. It can definitely be applied on top of everything else. I hate that I can't tell you so you could look up and agree. If you know what I'm saying. Did you talk to or mention to James about the judge? Prejudiced and biased and impartial? You know what that leads to, right? Copy and paste for him, please. Please tell him. I was going to try and call him a couple of times today, but we either got bunked or the phones were all occupied. I wanted to tell him how inexpressibly and profusely grateful and excited I am to have him as my attorney, friend, and earthly hero. He will never know. I am speechless. I also wanted to explain to him my safe distance and not calling him too much and asking questions about anything, as I have done in the past with former attorneys and have been conditioned to an extent to be fearful and trying to progress. I am still waiting for the other shoe to fall and me be trashed and torn to pieces. I don't feel worthy of this blessing with James or you or Billy or Christina or anything else good finally happening to me and for me. It is a process of accepting love and care. Please tell him that. I had to come to jail to find it. I said in our last meeting how much I love him. He is a gift and a very good definition of love and blessing. You too, Lana. I feel you both in my heart and mind and soul and every fiber of my being. Thank you with all of me. Me again. I had a ball talking to you this morning. How much did that cost? Priceless, right? We could have been there for days if we had the opportunity. We're going to leave dents on your couch from sitting and talking and gasping and laughing. It's on. Beast out. Feast out. I'm going to go turn in my laptop and eat something and then go to bed, sister. I just cannot seem to get enough sleep, no matter how early I try to. I'll touch base tomorrow. You know it. So, keep me posted and let me know what James says and all that the world about the new and improved Sarah Boone. Yes, that's me. Love you, my beautiful, like no other ever, stupendous, one of a kind, friend forever. You are beyond wonderful. Heart. Smile. I do because of you, Lana. Thank you immeasurably. Heart. So as Sarah is just talking about how much she likes Peter and the Delphines, she gets a message from the Delphines. And the subject is an idea for consideration. Dear Sarah, after careful consideration on the documentary project, Julian and I believe we need to change course. It is likely that we would only release this film after the verdict, and this will have little effect in swaying public opinion. So, we thought to truly counter the prevailing media narrative, we should act strategically. We want to share a new concept that could accomplish our goal and contribute to your legal defense cost. We have sent this concept to James as well. Here is what we would like to propose. We would like to conduct an in-depth interview with you where we can explore your story, the challenges you have faced, and touch on your case, but only in a thoughtful, high-level manner. We want to assure you that this material will not be released to mainstream media where it risks being distorted. Instead, we plan to leverage the YouTube true crime community, which we believe holds substantial sway over public opinion. We have access to 3 YouTube channels that easily cover an estimated 5 million true crime universe. This release strategy will allow us to present an undistorted interview where the public can engage directly through comments and discussions. Likely, mainstream media will report on the interview after the fact, but this will only be after millions of people have seen the unfiltered version. Our publication strategy is simple but effective. We'll offer these YouTube true crime channels exclusive first access to the interview and agree that they will air it in full. In return, they will tell their subscriber base that they have been given the exclusive rights to air the interview, but that the channel needs their help. The channels will explain to their audience that you are raising funds which will be used to support the cause you choose. The channel will go on to explain that after the fundraising goal is reached, the YouTube channels will have exclusive access to the interview. We can shoot the interview in one day and have it edited with your and James's approval within several days thereafter. We believe this approach will not only humanize you in the public eye, but also generate funds you can use to bolster your defense. Apologies for yet another email, but we were eager to propose the idea. We're thinking about you. Stay strong and stay positive. Sincerely, Peter and Julian. Okay, now that was a juicy message with a lot to unpack. They have access to 3 YouTube channels with almost 5 million in the true crime universe, right? But they said they would have those channels tell their subscribers that Sarah is fundraising for a cause of her choice, but she will really use the money for her legal fund. So would those channels be misleading their subscribers?
I drove down Monday after work. Tuesday morning,
can you describe that meeting without, I know attorney-client communications is off limits, but how would you describe that meeting to someone? Like, was it different than meeting other clients for the first time?
The first meeting?
Yeah.
No, it was a 4-hour meeting. I usually don't meet with clients in the jail for that long, so I gave her a chance to talk and just listened. For a long time, she had a lot to say. Obviously, she's been in jail for 4 years. And, we had a good meeting. Just, again, I think she has trust issues because she felt like she did have some good lawyers that were on her case and just withdrew because they would get in some arguments.
Lana to Sarah. Subject is Kellyanne Martin. Hey, you. I love talking to you on the phone. I make sure to have enough funds for it for 2 hours worth of time if need be. 15 minutes goes by so fast. And that's in response to Sarah saying what a great time they had on the phone the last time. And she said, how much did that cost? We could do that all day. She has no concept of price because everyone is giving her everything. Someday, I won't have to hear that maddening woman break in telling us we have 1 minute remaining. I was going to ask you, and I bet it would take an hour, but obviously you have had a religious upbringing, especially if you know about that Salome was the name of the daughter of Herodias. Not many people outside of church know that, even if they have heard of the story of John the Baptist. How did you come to be a believer? What kinds of churches did you grow up in, if any? I wouldn't be any kind of friend if I didn't know this part of you. Something fundamental you and I seems James something fundamental you and I, it seems, James, share. It's not a coincidence that all three of us are devout. Speaking of James, I will most certainly cut and paste your words into an email for him. Like I said, he wants to see you this weekend, but it wasn't in the stone. As for Kellyanne, yeah, why didn't you think of that before? Yes, she is persistent. Be no way would I trust she wouldn't gotcha you, but it's actually brilliant James is speaking to her and doing interviews. He is being your PR and will get Farrell onto the world consciousness as well as being the it person to speak for you. Sidebar. They still believe that trashing the Torres family will help her case in some way. James is protecting you big time as well as using them. Remember, Kellyanne and Anna Garcia are from a True Crime News, formerly Crime Watch Daily. That's like being on 2020, 60 Minutes, or Dateline NBC. Chris Hansen is also on True Crime News. Kellyanne and Anna are big deals in the media, and James using them is a massive help for you. It's totally right that you aren't talking to them personally, and if they keep posturing you, tell them to talk to my lawyers. God, that feels good to say that I'm not quite used to it yet. James did incredibly well at the press conference and stuff. He is a master with the media, and the more he steps up for you, the more it makes your former lawyers look incompetent. One pundit on Court TV said it best. James is demonstrating what a passion for the law is all about by stepping up for Sarah Boone's defense. I agree. Oh, I sent a message to Bridget on LinkedIn. Haven't heard back yet, but I hope to. I sent you her pic via Emilio. Hopefully she will reach out again and confirm I have the right lady. I'm not worried if I have the wrong one, but I'm hoping she leaves more breadcrumbs next time. Because of her, you've got the caffeine energy and you're going to smell like heaven, which is important in jail. Ha 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 ha. You know, I've never seen Orange is the New Black, but I am tempted. Until I got sick, I hardly ever had time for TV. Can you believe I only watched 2 episodes of The Simpsons in my entire life in 1991? Never seen Friends or Cheers or Full House. The only sitcom I ever really watched as an adult is The Office. And that's a great sitcom. Otherwise, when I was a kid, my favorite was Family Ties. I also liked Facts of Life. Naturally, I was a Joe fan. Otherwise, I was a huge nerd and looked forward to Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's a great show, too. I'd come home from work late at night and watch the episodes at midnight. Your hearing was the first time I saw Billy. My husband Dan had to come in the room and ask who was that when he was on camera when it panned to him chewing gum watching the proceedings. He remarked, "He reminds me of Soda Popinski from Punch-Out." I love Soda Popinski. He used to beat the crap out of Dan when we would play Nintendo together before we were married. He could never get past him, so I always had to take over and beat him. My God, this is getting long. We have a long war, Sarah. Next month is going to be insane. I'm glad you don't have to be bullied by Kranik and Pill anymore. I'm glad your fellow jail citizens are rallying behind you. Makes me smile, as do you. Talk soon, my friend.
I talked to her about that, and that was my intent. I'd called the prosecutor and told him I was coming down there to speak with her ahead of time, and he wanted to try to negotiate something that had, some good meetings. So I think
you be ready.
Well, I'm going to do my best with the time I've got left. That's all I can do.